Oh. Oh. Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, Tom. Oh, you doing all right? I didn't know how long I'd be on here. I just wanted to come on. I hadn't been doing as many lives the past few days. I've done some. Did one another day for like 30 minutes or something, sitting out here out back. So I was debating on do I use my. I didn't know if I wanted to set it up through. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have to explain nothing. I just figured. Oh, tell me about it. Issues come and go, don't they? I told you yesterday about my dog being missing, and at this point, I think she's probably somebody might have got her, or she just wandered off and she's dead somewhere. I don't mean to laugh, but that's just part of life. I mean, I have to accept it that way. Now, last year when Ladybird got killed, that was a little harder because Ladybird had been with me a little longer, like about around 4 years. Little big girl has been it's upsetting me. Like I wouldn't want her to have been hurt, or God forbid if someone picked her up and took her and hauled her off because she was causing trouble or something, because she had been aggravating here lately. What do you got? My cat ran away. Oh, yeah, like like I'm not totally sure. Like I just figure out of sight, out of mind. If she ain't came back and she is dead, I'd rather not have to know for sure and find a body like on the side of the road somewhere. I went walking today. Oh, okay. It was a boy cat. I'm gonna fire one up for a minute. But yeah, I was saying I didn't know. I sat and debated on going live through the service Restream. That's the one I've been using. I know when we went live together, I used StreamYard, but Restream allows unlimited hours through the month on the free plan. So I've just started using it. But my brain's guarded lots of deep wounds today. I'm glad you live, my brother. Well, I'm glad that you're free enough to be here for a minute. I enjoyed, see, it was the 19th. It was on Saturday. I went live out here on the afternoon. And I didn't stay on real long, but there was that's the only just a little bit of setback, maybe doing something outside, getting the traffic and stuff come by. Well, man, you could have texted me or reached out and said you needed to talk. I'm glad I don't worry about that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that it's wrong or right. I'm glad that I haven't worried about having any kind of relationship in so long that it just don't even matter to me. Like, it's like Sarah was cool and everything and all that. She was a lot younger, but we know what happened to her. She overdosed. And like, I'm not in a situation where like I get to meet a lot of people. Like, I know I could talk to people online, but Most of the time when I start talking to someone online, it turns out that it's not real. Like I use a lot of caution when I'm talking to females online, especially if they're coming at me acting as if they're interested, because I'm not really online for that. I'm online to make real connections and real people. And I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just meaning for me, even with when it's a female, I'm still just trying to make a real friend. I don't really care whether I have any other relationship other than just a friendship. To me, a friendship would be better. If I was to get in a relationship, I've always told people, like if I was to get in a relationship again, and I've always thought of it this way, I'm looking for a team player, someone that if I'm going to date them, we both bring something to the table. You know, like you ever been in one of those where, I mean, there's been times I've been in relationships where I wasn't bringing my enough to the table, and that's why it ended. But then there's also been times where somebody else wasn't bringing enough to the table, and that's also why it ended. I just couldn't deal with it because I've had both. I'm like, what's life's? Oh, life's ways are fucked up. You know how it is. Yeah, I know. I didn't say you weren't real. I was meaning when it comes to females, I'm more cautious. And like, I've got a lot of friends that I talk to online, and they've never tried to cross that line. And I've never tried to cross that line because a lot of them are married or something like that, and I wouldn't anyway. I just don't like when I get. You've probably had this happen. Like I'm on X a lot, so I get these weird. And when I was on Facebook, the same thing. You get them fake accounts. They follow you. You look at it. You think it might be real. You follow back, and then instantly they're hitting you up. And it's like they always start off kind of similar, like asking really just personal questions, like where are you from, where are you living, you know, how old are you, have you ever been married, do you have kids, just shit that I don't really give a damn about talking about when I'm first getting to know somebody, especially if I'm not trying to date no one. I'm sure you can understand that. Like, and like usually there's a telltale sign. If I follow someone back after they followed me and I looked at that account, I'll try to give them a chance when they DM me, but within a few minutes, there'd been sometimes somebody's seemed more sincere and like they were really maybe real about trying to get to know me. But then within a few days, it would always end up being something like it was either someone scamming, trying to get information or money out of me or whatever it was. I think we talked about that a few times when we talked. The time difference is 7 hours, but she's real. Okay, yeah, you know, like being like just how yeah we talked about like even in real life, like all my life, I've been able to. I mean, I like to think I've been able to spot people that were not quite authentic, but there's been times I've been naive in my life and thought that everybody was like me, that everybody was pretty honest and tried to get along with everybody, no matter what their race or whether they were a man, a woman, or what their sexuality was. I try to get along with every damn body, but it don't turn out that a lot of people are that way. They're not like as like I'm willing to compromise when I'm around some people if I have to, not necessarily like because I want to be their friends, but like there's certain situations in my life I've learned if I'm in public and I'm sometimes not anymore. Trust is earned with me; it's never given freely. But yeah, so I was just saying I was naive a lot in my life, where especially like between 20 something and like 30 something, probably even up to. But I mean, I was always uh, like I said, really early in life, especially, I was always just under the assumption that everybody was pretty much like kind of just how I was and how most people that I grew up with were. Like we were all like raised, like to be pretty respectful and things like that. Some of the stuff I learned, it wasn't taught to me by my mom, but I learned from other, like, there was a neighbor across the street, and his parents taught him, like, he was always like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir. And, like, mom didn't tell me I had to do that, but I just kind of picked it up. Because she'd always say, and I'm not bragging about myself, but mom would always say to people when they'd tell her, well, you got a really polite son, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I don't know where he gets it. And see, if I have to pay for puss. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I paid for it. I'd rather, like, if that's all I want, it's a lot easier. But, like, I'm not talking about now. I need to watch what I'm talking about. I try to be pretty, like, that's really nothing I need to be sharing publicly. I don't care to share it. I've talked about it, I think, to other people plenty of times. But in my 20s, man, and a lot of times I was paying for company. To be honest with you, they couldn't figure me out. Like I might do something, but after I was done, I still just wanted, hey, look, I paid you. You hang out. Or even before anything was done, sometimes it didn't have to be done. I just wanted to fucking be around somebody. I'm glad that I don't really feel that way now. What do you mean pushing it? You ain't pushing it. I'm just talking about, I used to, like, a lot of times I was on drugs and shit or drunk, but it wasn't because of that. Like, I'd just be lonely and needed to, I just wanted some kind of a human, like a person there that could interact, even if it was the bare minimum. Now, nowadays, looking back, I wouldn't change anything, but I don't necessarily see myself doing that nowadays. And if it comes, like I've got two hands too. I'm also outside. I'm trying to be cautious about, like, I don't want to. There's some neighbors that just came in, and I think they might be leaving now, but they were taking stuff into the trailer, and I don't want to be out here. Uh, I don't want to say anything too out of the way, because there was a kid with them. They didn't. It's usually just them, but there was like looked like a teenage, maybe she's I don't know, a young girl. I'm just watching myself because of where I'm at outside. But I just heard them. I just like yesterday when I've been working in my garden a lot lately today. Hey, sorry that we hadn't been talking or nothing. I mean, I figured I was thinking you've been busy because I could be. You hadn't really told me for sure, but I thought that I know that you had some stuff going on with that old boss, and then you'd also, when we first started chatting, you were going around there for a few days putting in applications and stuff. I don't know what's came up in the past few weeks. Maybe if I'd watch, maybe you've talked about it on one of your, I think you just uploaded a video where you was talking the other day, and I just hadn't got to it. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I've texted you and stuff. I figured if you needed to talk, you'd call me or something, or you'd write up. Let me not be talking about that right now. Like, I'm realizing I'm talking about shit that don't have to be talked about. Like your message. Anyway, I'm on a live stream. I don't think anybody else is watching though. Well, there's 3 likes though. There's 3 likes. I mean, you can, or I might call you. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet. If you need it, you can always call though. Like I'll tell you this. Like if I'm not able to answer, it's just I'll get back with you. What happened? Huh. I was just hearing them. Yeah, this week, man, it's like a few days ago that there's been some, to me, there's been some strained energy going on. Like a little bit of a, I don't know how to place it. I was feeling a little melancholy for a few days. Not depressed, but just in a melancholy mood. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's a difference. It wasn't like I was like, and I didn't have anything to really be down about, but there was this weird melancholish feeling. And then, so for a few days having that off feeling, there was a couple of times I toyed with drinking, but I didn't. And then like, I started talking to some people a few days back, and they said that they had felt some weird kind of way. And then a friend of mine, now somebody said I was a kook and everything, but I know that more. I mean, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to tell nobody that it's real or not. They can figure it out on their own, but I'll talk about what I know to be real. Like solar flares and stuff, like the sun can affect us just like the moon does, but solar flares have been going on. Like a friend of mine told me about some stuff that's been going on affecting the certain energies and stuff, and I also keep with a few people. What do we got here? I'm striking out on work lately. Oh, okay. The military lady. I'm trying to figure out what this is. And okay, there is a few people. See, I'm outside, so like right now, like when I put my hand over, I could see the numbers a little better. Uh, I do have my glasses, but I don't. I try not. I don't have to wear them. I'm not prescribed them. I just sometimes my eyes will be like. I'll need them sometimes if I've been looking at the phone too much and or like watching too. Yeah, because everything like even if I'm watching movies or TV on an app, it's on my phone because I don't have like any bigger screen or nothing. Like I got to get a computer or like a tablet, something I can do more with too, especially since I'm like the channel's growing and I'm actually. But right now, I'm just trying to keep myself focused and not get off track like I did last year. I did like it wasn't this time last year; it was later in the year, but it was more like the summer. Shit, I about burnt myself. I wonder if this is. Oh, okay. My dog Biddy's on the other side of that fence there. I seen her moving. Like, hold on. Well, you can't see her now, but yeah, I remember. Well, I actually, I don't. I probably wouldn't have remembered until you just said that. But I remember you us talking about age. I know you're a few years younger than me because I'm 51, be 52 at the end of the year. Oh, good God! But I was looking through this notebook that I've got. What'd you say? I've been attracting 30 years old lately. Oh, see, I didn't see that. Like you can tell I'm kind of squinting too, which that could be this, but I'm squinting. The sun, the sun ain't like real bright. There's some cloudiness to it because we're supposed to get rain here at some point later, and then it's gonna maybe be raining for the next few days. Yeah. Well, no, I know we're in the same. To me, like anybody that's like 40 and up is kind of I consider them pretty much my kind of in my age range. Like I'm still having trouble getting used to being in the 50s now. But it's going on. It's getting through quick. You know, it's going fast. So I don't know if I wrote these or what I got this from. But it says share these thoughts. Transcribe this today. Okay, I'm making sure I don't. I'll be there soon for you. Oh yeah, it's like they're singing, they're talking. Hey guys, y'all all right? Thank you. Yeah, that's cool. I hadn't done that in a while. Like just paid attention. Well, I mean, I've been paying attention, but right then I could understand there for a minute. Kind of reverted back to a time when I got so close to the nature that, like, I was able to understand things a lot differently. It just takes. It don't take that long to get back into it if you just take the moments. Yeah, they were being. They were chattering. They were trying to tell me something, and they were right. There's some right in here somewhere, and probably up in here. But those specifically were right there. The little bitty chirpings and stuff. When I lived in the woods back in 2008, what'd you say? Bib or the when I was in those woods in Tennessee and stayed for like 3 months, and that's when I took on the name Greycloudyday came to me and like, but it was in the woods that I came to that understanding and the spiritual awakening in a different way than I'd done in a long time, like before. Of course, there was I was using things that like certain substances like psychedelics and stuff, but it's neither here or there. There was also large portions of time I wasn't doing that, but I still was in the woods and working, and now I couldn't. Oh, there's one right there. But there was a lot that like I got to see just because I was living that way for a while. Like, yeah, but it still wasn't that. It wasn't like I was surviving off the land, but I went to a job every day. I think I told you about it probably. Anyway, oh, but that's like the past few days I've been sitting out here. I've been bringing some comic books out and sitting here and reading and stuff, or looking at different things like and then the other day I was like, well, I'll take the phone out there and stream out here, and then I did it today. So, golly, man, see, like time right now is seeming like it's. I felt like I've been sitting here for a long time, and it's only been like 20 something minutes that we started. Listen. Hey guys. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, it's not like I'm just now paying attention to it. You obviously see I've set this up out here so I could sit back here. Like last year, I started working on something and then screwed up a bunch of stuff in my personal life, Oh, did you say, okay, not trying to bore you or anything, but, I feel I feel better than I did part of yesterday, and then the other few days before that. Like even before a little big girl went missing, just the uneasy, weird feelings that I was having last week. But nature right now is talking to me and telling me it's to be okay. Don't worry. See, you listen. And they're comfortable with me. They're here. They hear me. What y'all doing? I'm talking to y'all. You can talk. Go ahead. Y'all cute. Y'all pretty. Pretty birds. Pretty birds. We might keep this one short too. But I think to myself, what am I going to do? Well, there is some things that I know that, but I'm not wanting to be in my trailer right now. And that's why I'm out here, whether I'm live streaming or not. I'm gonna still well, there's things I need or can do. I tried to do a few things before. I cooked something and I swept, did a little mopping, like some things before I decided that I was gonna be on here. Well, I, you know, I had thought about, like, I don't know, I'm contemplating, I've been thinking that maybe I need to just slow down for a minute on everything. Well, like, keep doing the videos, like, at least the devotional video. And then if I find something during the day, I'm trying to map out in my head, I'm thinking about, but if I'm not, like, as far as, like, if I don't go live or something during the day at all, what I should be doing if I'm not doing any streams or anything. But I like streaming, and it's not like I do a lot or have a big. I enjoy the connection with the people that come and check it out. And when I get a little bit more situated in my head again, I'm gonna try to. I'll probably do a stream here this week sometime with Restream and see if anybody else wants to join or something. At least for a little while. It's all like I don't ever know really from one day to the next, even though most of my days are pretty much the same. Unless, like, I'm usually here and I'm usually bored a lot, but there's plenty to do. Here lately, I've been trying to just stay active as much as possible, whether that be streaming, whether that be making videos, whether that be walking, whether cleaning, doing just whatever, writing, sketching, reading comic books, reading spiritual and motivational books or something like that. I do. I appreciate y'all being here, whoever's. But in this notebook, like I'm just been pondering life really. At 51, I gotta, the big Kahuna keeps saying, like that. Just think about it. Like, see, the big Kahuna's been saying to me, stop thinking so hard. That's what I gotta do. Is like go with the flow. The spirit will show me if I allow myself to do. It does and that's when the things are like usually going right. Like all this weird thing that's went on in the past few days for me was just my own self battling myself, And also there's other things that would like to see me set myself back or something, if, Sometimes it's nice just to be. Okay, well, I need to read this today to myself, I guess. When moving in God's current, hell is put on notice as hell is put on notice that an assault upon them is coming. Yeah, when you're moving in the current, the big kahuna, like when you're moving in the current, and that makes sense. This is something I wrote like to myself a long time ago. I signed it. Look, Gray Cloud. But what will you have of me today, God? It was me just asking, it was just me asking for the day and for the whatever. But it works well right now. I must have, maybe I wrote it on. What will you have of me today? Mold me today, dear divine, as you do daily. If I allow you to move through my very being, freely direct my life as to how I should proceed with whatever hours I am blessed to be given. Lead me through this coming week and let your will shine through and through my actions and thoughts this week. Well, I can rewrite that, but I wrote that, I guess, a few years ago because some of this stuff's dated back. I got some dates on it. Some of it's from 2023 or something, and 24. I use it for when I take. A lot of times I'll go to church with this and write down thoughts or notes. I'll turn the camera around and just show you. Oh. Oh, I gotta think of what I need to do. What time is it? It's almost 2 o'clock. It's still early as crap. Oh. Oh. Excuse me. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you were trying to say bye right there, but it's like B or B or something. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Be right back. See, I don't know what some of that means. Like, I never learned some of the little what people shorten things for too. Oh, but I wrote what was it? Am I worth my salt? The wind told me today that building strong relations with others in a spiritual context is necessary, just as much as my relation to the Christ, Godhead, Big Kahuna. Grace alone is how I still walk. Divine grace shines every time I open my eyes. The chief of all creation moves through the vessel in which myself dwells. It does. I feel it right now. I definitely feel it. Uh-oh. What happened there? Huh. Oh, there it is. Oh. Whew. Mm. No. Oh. Ah. Let's see. Oh. Ow. Oh. Oh. Man, I'm always aching and hurting. Oh. Oh, sorry. Oh. Trying to think what. I'm enjoying just listening to the birds. Oh. I was reading a little bit out of my notebook. I was, I did read a little out loud, and then I was reading to myself to was thinking about what I need to do. Oh, I don't know if nobody was watching. I got up and went over and looked at a little ant. There's a little pile where there's a little ant mound over there, just a few feet away from here. I got up for a second, turned the camera around, went over and looked, just looking at that, just kind of. Whoa. Anyway, just been thinking. Today I've been in like a. I like it when I'm in the more. Like I feel more like everything is gonna turn out all right, and just keep course. Keep on course. Just that's what I gotta do. Is just manage myself and be aware that I don't want to try to fill my day with too much too quick and take on too much too quick, like I feel like I was trying to last year. So, like I was trying to jam a lot in, like in a day. But I was having a decent. I was doing a lot, like walking to town and stuff a lot, and then I'd come home, and then sometime that evening I'd stream. But it just like, and then I was trying to do that yard sale and all that other stuff. Then I cut my foot. I mean, it just was like. But I also had gotten to where I was drinking again. Like I hadn't slowed down, and it just kind of got out of. I was drinking for like probably a month or two, and that was another reason that things just kind of went south for a while. Then I had to reel myself back in. What's today, Monday? I've got an order coming today of like about 5 different graphic novels that I found for a pretty good deal with free shipping on eBay. So different titles, but that'll come here in a little bit. So that'll give me something to do later today when I get that. I might try to just do a video where I open up the package and show off whatever I got in the mail today for the second channel. Even though that, it's not like I just trying to get that channel. I'm kind of now realizing what I can. The more it goes, I'm gonna be doing more like that. And it might not be. It's kind of rough right now. I might should think about, but the opening up a package is easy, and people like to just especially if they're into comics or whatever. Even if they're not into what you're into, I like just seeing people get stuff and open it up anyway. But so, and it's supposed to rain later today, so I'm just trying to enjoy being outside for a little while. I mean, I can go out in the rain. I got umbrellas and stuff, but well, I'm gonna get off here, I guess, guys. Like I said, I didn't know how long we'd be here, and I appreciate you watching. I don't know if Tom came. He said he'd be right back. I don't know if he came back, but I'll hit him up later or something. I'm gonna move my operation it back inside and assess what I need to do, like as like responsible stuff, like any more cleaning or even some studying. I need to do a little reading, just be to myself for a little while too today. If I can, I might do another walk before the day's over too. And you never know. Like if I'm feeling well enough, if I had the energy, I could find myself doing another. But here lately, I've just been trying to keep my mind in the right place. Doing streams sometimes helps that though, especially when you guys show up for a minute and hang out. I'll talk to you later. It's been cool though. Grey Cloud saves the eternal moment. This is a good moment. Over and out. Ditto.